The lands between is vast, and it can be pretty overwhelming when you first start out. You have so much choice, it's hard to figure out where you're supposed to go. But by the time you beat Godrick in Elden Ring, most of these worries should have disappeared. At the very least, you should have played and died enough to have found your feet by then. When you arrive in Liurnia of the Lakes, a lot of options open up, including some you might not know about yet. I'm Harry from PC Gamer, and I'm here to help. Here's where you can go after you take down Godrick the Grafted. The Raya Lucaria Academy is probably the first thing you'll notice when you emerge from Stormveil Castle. It's hard to miss. It's huge and right in the middle of the titular lake. This is the next logical step in your journey, and plunges you into an area littered with sorcery slinging enemies, and, naturally, some bosses. The big boss of the academy, Renala, gives you the option to respec once you defeat her, so if you're unhappy with your build, or want to try out some different stat allocations, this is a good place to head first. Sadly, you can't just walk straight in. You need an academy glintstone key to get through the seal blocking the way. Head to the small islands to the west of the academy, and you'll find the key behind a sleeping dragon there. Fight him if you like, or use Torrent to dash in and grab it before making a quick getaway. This manor is the home of the Carian royal family, and is found in the far northwest corner of Liurnia. Though smaller than the Raya Lucaria Academy, this area is teeming with some truly disturbing enemies, and it's here you'll find the Sword of Night and Flame. Defeating the area boss gives you access to the three sisters behind the manor, where you can meet Ranni and start her questline. Getting to the manor is pretty simple. Make your way to the western side of the lake and head north. Ruins seemingly block your path, but you can find an illusory wall on the northern side which disappears when attacked or is rolled into. Be careful when approaching the manor for the first time though. Clearly the Carians aren't keen on visitors. This small area is tucked beneath the cliffside in the southern area of Liurnia. You can access it from the lake and ride up to the village inside the hollowed out cliff. There's not a lot to do here, aside from meeting up with Nepheli and killing a mini-boss, but this area is also home to one half of the Halig Tree Medallion, needed for a hidden endgame area. It's a bad idea to skip Raya Lucaria Academy or Caria Manor if it's your first time playing, but if you've hit a wall with any of the bosses in these areas, or you just want to try something new, it's possible to get to Altus Plateau without using the Grand Lift of Dectus. From the northeast corner of the lake, head up the ravine and you'll eventually reach a shack with a ladder behind it. The path from here is pretty linear, though there are a few tough enemies to deal with as you make your way through. Most notably the bat-like enemies that like to hide until the last minute. But you can use the summon sign next to the fog gate, or spirit ashes if you're having trouble. It's possible to get to Volcano Manor from Liurnia, and you have a couple of options to choose from. One of them is to head to the big water wheel lift you used to get to the schoolhouse classroom site of Grace in the Academy, but take it all the way to the bottom. Allow the enemy down there to kill you with its grab attack, and you'll be transported to a region beneath Volcano Manor. You'll need to kill a boss to proceed, but once done, you'll have access to Mount Gelmir, and it's just a short run to the Volcano Manor entrance from there. The second and easier option is to speak to Raya, an NPC located just northwest of Lasciar Ruins. Retrieve her necklace from the NPC located outside a shack to the northwest, then return it to her to receive an invitation to Volcano Manor. Now you need to make your way to Altus Plateau and find her at the Lux Ruins, and she'll teleport you to the manor. And that's everything you need to know about what to do after defeating Godrick in Elden Ring. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more just like it. And for more Elden Ring guides, features and more, check out PCGamer.com.